You know, flying through the astral realm. You be looking for things that you don't even know what you're looking for. Bright star, don't nobody shine like you. Yeah. Flight bars, there's nobody quite like you. Yeah. Cut the lights off, don't want nobody else but you. Girl, you know that I love you, but you don't care about my feelings. So baby, I'm willing to take you on a chariot in the sky when the gods will be chilling. Oh yeah, I'm backing away, but I bet you wish you can have it your way. A dragon, a plan, sheep clothing just for a casual day. Please don't respect in your face for disrespecting flight boss. I'ma tell you right now, you motherfuckers get the lesson, but you quite all never seen a nice guy or a goddess. I was never given what was promised. Flying to the night, God into the morning. Listen, baby, I'm just being honest. You got me rethinking my morals. Doing things I would never do, saying things I would never say. You got me thinking this the devil's place. You never tell me how you feel. Yeah. Why you gotta act stuck up? You always just wanna try to get the one up. You're not the princess, I ain't Mario, Luigi, but maybe I could be your plumber. Cause baby, you always full of shit. You clog up the toilets and looking, now you need a plunger. And baby, no one is above us. But you always getting scared of heights. I'm telling you, gotta just love us. Why won't you just come and marry flights? We gonna be in the air tonight. I'm hoping that you don't care to fight. Body, your spirit, wear so bright. Now can you just come and share my life? Yeah. I just wanna let you know, I'm a professional, mechanism from another star system. Yeah, you making me touch your soul, but I gotta just let you go, cause you be tripping like it's none of God's business. Bright star, don't nobody shine like you. Yeah, flight bars, there's nobody quite like you. Yeah. The lights off, don't want nobody else but you. Girl, you know that I love you, but you don't care about my feelings. So baby, I'm willing to take you on a chariot in the sky when the gods will be chilling. Oh yeah, shit. You know, sit back and relax. Look at the different colors and frequencies. Let's start to vibrate. Turn into energy. Yeah. Ring up, ring up, ring up. Bright star, don't nobody shine like you. Yeah. Flight bars, there's nobody quite like you. Yeah. Cut the lights off, don't want nobody else but you. Girl, you know that I love you, but you don't care about my feelings. But baby, I'm willing to take you on a chariot in the sky when the gods will be chilling. Oh yeah.
About a goddamn Memorial Labor Day, whatever day it is. I thought it was more Memorial. You know, I'm game banking on the wrong holiday today. You know what I'm saying? Uriel ain't about nothing. Uriel about nothing. Somewhere down the line, I'm still right though. I'm still right about something. Even when I'm wrong, I'm still right somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Grandma. Oh, dang, that's probably gonna ruin the lives. Oh, messed up already. Forget it. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta kind of peep game what's going on right now. I need to peep game. I'm the one that got the holiday wrong. Game banging on the wrong holiday today. They all suck. Each and every one of them. Except your birthday. Happy flight day. They used to have a donation be the owl. You better believe it. Yeah, we're going through some strong energies right now. I'm gonna break down for everybody when we start to talk about Venus. Stationary right now. So right now that indecisive energy is putting you into a perspective that you got to make a decision about something. And whatever that decision is gonna be about, it's gonna be about on the premise of what you love, appreciate, value, and what you relate to. What you love, appreciate, value, and relate to. That got something to do with your creativity. That got something to do with your inspiration. That got something to do with how you obtain attention. And that got something to do with how you set the stage for an event to be expressed. Whether that got something to do with your creative abilities, whether that got something to do with your motivations, whether that got something to do with your love matters, especially when it comes to your love matters. And always remember, love matters isn't always necessarily dealing with people, but it can be, because that's the largest energy that we so reactionary to, you know what I'm saying, and we claim that's the most important one in our mind. But it could be places and things and thought forms also. So there may be guilty pleasures, aka thought forms, that you're clinging on to, that you love and appreciate, that help you out of circumstances that you might need to get rid of it because it's playing out as a crutch, when in your mind you're looking at it like it's helping you in these circumstances. But it's also a crutch, because there's a yin and yang for everything. Every time when the spirit trying to find a comfort zone. So you might have found a comfort zone, but in another area where it's time to get uncomfortable, so you can find a broader perspective to be comfortable in, that small subsidiary mind state that you're loving and appreciating and value and always run to for a safe haven may be the very same thing that also blocks you from any opportunity that you want to go into. So you have to peak game on that too. Which, while I always break down, the very same thing that we love could be the very same thing that destroys us. You know what I'm saying? So, getting to the energies and the allegories and stuff like that about Venus is stationary right now. And what's actually stationary is the actual concept of the decision that you need to make. So you're stationary. You're stuck into a form of having to make a decision about something, and you may not have the confirmation or the surety that you actually want at the moment in order to be confirmed to make your decision. So that little fart cloud of you being a powerful spirit to be like, oh, the right time is when I choose it. Or the right decision is the decision I make. Whenever you choose to get in that position, that's when you're in the right position. But most of the times, y'all don't necessarily be in that kind of position with yourselves. Y'all be waiting around, waiting for numbers, angel numbers and demonic numbers and events, and waiting for other people to make you feel comfortable before you, or you have to get validated before you feel comfortable enough to go for your passions and goals. And then a lot of times those just esoteric excuses for you not to actually do what you need to do and what God wants you to do and things of that nature. You may be bypassing that. You may be bypassing that due to the fact of having a small mind at the moment, where you want to be at, you might not be aware of all the realms you have to be in mentally to come through as your actions to actually make that true. So you still want to be somewhere, but you might just be limited in all the ways of going there. So you cling on to those most familiar thoughts in your mind and still try to play those out and act those out as a safe haven while you go for the things that you necessarily need to go for, until you meet those experiences that show you need to broaden your awareness. And it may not necessarily be how you think it is, because of your starting point and how you're looking at it from a distance before you start to participate with your goals. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it comes in that kind of circumstance. Now, stationary energy plays out like that with all the planets, and it's specifically playing out like that right now when it comes to Venus. So Venus is dealing with all things that deals with our love, appreciation, value, relatability, and compromising. And the reason why I just broke down all that esoteric rhetoric, which ain't rhetoric, is because so you can get out of the mind frame of loving hip-hop or thinking life is purely about only relationships and people when it comes to love, because there could be other things mentally, objectively, objects, or stress eating or binge watching that's still in that energy also of the Venus energy. And not coming across a wise person that's a teacher or an astrologer or a tarot card reader, sometimes you may fail to realize that life is more broader, and these may be things that's blocking you too that you may not be able to see, because every time you hear the word love, you think it specifically got something to do with a relationship as far as another person. And here's the thing, I'm not saying that it's not like that. That's just one of the most extreme energies, but be aware of the other ones too, because little do you know, here's the kicker, here's the underlying secret. Even when we want to participate or match your energy with a love partner, even to sapiosexual things of that nature, the other things you may love may be some of the things that actually block you from actually getting the love reciprocation in the actual concept of another person. For an example, let me make it simple. You might go to jail a lot because you're a drunk driver. So you married to someone, or you have a love interest, right? So yeah, you want to be in a relationship for love, but you might got blockages from that love of a person because of your love for alcohol. And then your love of alcohol is stopping you from experiencing the love with another person. So these things could block each other. And I know that's a stupid example of things of that nature, but I'm just trying to help y'all understand. A lot of times love goes beyond in other areas that if we don't know how to catch it and do the right shadow work, some of these things that we very first love can be the very same thing that destroy us, even in situations that we don't even think that the same energy is manifesting in. You get what I'm saying? You might got a habit of playing a video game too much, and it bleeds over, it pours over into your work life. So you end up being late more than other individuals who don't get that love of video games. See, and really, these not dumb examples. Tell you the truth, really, these not. You know what I'm saying? It's good and clear for everybody to understand it, even in their own perspectives and positions and stuff like that. Where it's beyond video games, it's beyond, you know what I'm saying? It's beyond what I'm actually saying, but you understanding how to relate to it in your life in some way, to understand the grounding basis of it, to be like, all right, this how that energy playing out in my polarized individual life in some way, shape, or form. So let me get some equilibrium from that knowledge to conduct it into whatever I'm polarized in at the moment, so I can have the most percentage level of equilibrium and unbiases, so I can get the most promised land energy, not a deserted land energy out of a circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Because you can only go two places, to the promised land or to the deserted land. The deserted land is la la land, deserted land, off a cliff, off a boundary, off a restriction, off of a whole lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So it'll get real stringy, and then for the most part, you don't know what you coming in, and then the shadow government made a world out of that, which is what. Well, let me not get too far into that. I forgot we talking about astrology. But the Leo energy itself is what they be utilizing with that little fashion of government that we call the tribe of Judah. And the tribe of Judah, anytime you hear that, just replace that in your mind as the Book of Mark or the Leo constellation and the fashion of as above, the Jews who created the knowledge of what Leo means to them, and that sun being in that position, and as below, them acting it out, because there's always an as above, so below. So anytime you hear the tribe of Judah, you're like, okay, that's the fashion of government that control the government utilizing the Leo energies. So what is the Leo energies that we see in government? Because we always got business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. Politics would be more like Scorpio and Aries and Capricorn, war, and getting business together. A little bit of Capricorn, Taurus. You know what I'm saying? That's business and things of that nature. Now, when you think about ooh, damn, let me not miss my name. Yeah, okay, when you think about Leo, right? When you think about Leo energies and things of that nature, what they correlated that'd be in their entertainment factor. So you'd be like, okay, that's media, that's music, that's cartoons, that's movies. Oh, okay, that's that industry. Oh, so the industry that control the news channels and the narratives that we are in to rock us to sleep from a speculative perspective, because they're trying to build our character without us knowing it. But that's what they're actually doing. Oh, okay, that's that fashion of government. So anytime you hear the tribe of Judah, you know that's the fashion of government that's utilizing the magic of the Leo energy throughout the whole year in their government as below to control how they think our character should be or our characteristics. You know what I'm saying? So this is why they create puppets like politicians that mix and mingle with hip hop and wrestling and things of that nature. And when they become like your nemesis or your heroes in your mind, the character that these people is expressing is constructed through the Masons and things of that nature. And then for the most part, this is how you're able to be led by the blind to act out or express yourself, because you want to participate with these industries because you want survival. There is no other way. You don't have no money with no family member face on it. So in order for you to get survival, how they did the witchcraft, right, you have to participate in their business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. Okay, their puppets is the faces that they present up here, where they lack talent, but copy you and make it seem like you have to go through that routine in order to get into that system, in order for survival, security, stability, support, and safety, right? So when they create these faces for you to be like, okay, this is how I'm supposed to do to live comfortable in the world and not look like I'm a dope. The things that you have to do be kind of like copying in your own subsidiary way on what to do or what not to do, based upon your only being aware of the examples of the puppets. And the puppets, their character is constructed because they're trying to keep money to protect their family. So the system that they have them going through to obtain money be the craft itself. And then for the most part, that's where you have to fully participate without even knowing you're participating and get your energy drink. You know what I'm saying? So that's how deep they got it. And you might be in a situation where you don't quite understand that, so you don't even know where to jump in. And then when you do see a soul tribe or a spiritual individual, it still got uncomfortability behind it, so you don't even know how to fully participate with that either. So it keeps the world caught in limbo, especially when the shadow government have wiggle room and things of that nature to create puppets for individuals like me, to even make it even harder for the average individual to even see what's real. So that's how they're going to be using the Leo energy. You know what I'm saying? So you can be aware of that in front of you, so you don't get rocked to sleep in their independent variables and stuff like that. And then you can put yourself into a situation where you're running through smoothly, and then you don't have to feel like you ain't got nothing in your back pocket anytime a new Stargate, new shift we go into, and you be like, oh, I thought about that. Oh, I could have did that. Oh, no, you should have had it in your back pocket then. You know what I'm saying? You too busy distracted in the fart loops that they always have us in. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. And shout out to all my powerful astrologers and tarot card readers out there, men and women, especially the women. You know what I'm saying? Because they psychic. Women is psychic. You know what I'm saying? I'm Archangel Uriel, so I'm the divine masculine and the divine feminine. But when a spirit down here and the female body and stuff like that, and they spiritual and stuff, they automatically psychic and stuff. They automatically could tell, just read the world and stuff like that. And then y'all see it as humans and be like, oh damn, what is this? Oh, what? The spiritual people can't actually formulate it, but we be knowing what we're talking about. We just have to like put the message out there, and then y'all start to see it manifest into the solid world. But the spiritual people be more into the gas and liquid. So a lot of times we say stuff, it might not happen yet. You might gotta wait a week or two. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. And we've been seeing prophecy on this channel for the longest, but we at a time right now where we really got to stay strong and, keep doing what we're doing, the regular stuff, and just add in every now and then the awareness of things. You know what I'm saying? Just throw the messages out every now and then. You know what I'm saying? We know the government don't like that. We know they don't. So we can find better ways to do that, and then still do what we do. And then at the same time, that's us fighting a good fight. You know what I'm saying? The fight ain't got to be hard. We ain't got to be, and we so powerful we can do it from the comfort of our own homes. You know what I'm saying? So it don't go no further than that. It don't go no further than that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the good fight I like. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, all the hatred in the world and stuff like that gonna get eradicated soon enough, and if everybody start to get involved and people get undistracted, and then when they get back into the distractions, they able to participate without being distracted. And that's how you be in the world but not of it. So you start rocking them to sleep, and you start looking at things that you was already in, like, oh, I was rocked to sleep. If I look at it like this, I can use it now like this, and this, that, and now you're using stuff like the BITCH, like you're supposed to, not letting it use you. Because whatever you letting use you, guess what? It's a group of humans that's behind that. So it ultimately is a group of humans using you. So you better get with the program. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the stationary Leo energy. Having this decision, what mission is you going to fully go for? Or is you going to go back to the shadow government world? Or is you going to go fully for what you are, not caring about if it's going to be look like right or not, or get likes or not, and get back pocketed up. That way, when a Stargate open, who knows? See, this is how I like to work and stuff like that, where when you hard, that inspire other spirits, especially when you don't back down all the way to death. So let's look at it like simple right now. Let's look at it simple. How you know it ain't somebody right now who work at YouTube or a relative of them that's aware of people like us, people like me and stuff like that, and sitting back right now planning, hey, I'm going to create another app like YouTube or something like that just for this person's and stuff like that, and make sure they're in the algorithm. You don't know if that's going on or not. But you might get blinded on a mission like mine right now, get distracted, especially if you get demonetized like Fresh and Fit and stuff, making the money that they was making, and your actions get remodified other than being aware of things like this. See, angels always come at other angles. You don't know what's on other people's mind. You don't know who's watching you. But when you... So when people watching you and stuff like that, you don't know who watching from a positive or negative perspective. So before you dive into any of those fart clouds, thoughts and feelings, and make your decisions of how you're going to act based on those, you're living backwards. You don't know what's going on. And you may express yourself in one of those negative energies in a way that even turns someone away from you that might be sitting back watching you from that perspective. You see what I'm saying? So don't block your blessings just because you in your own fart clouds, you in your own mess, you in your own ego. It's all possibilities out there. You got to be in that spiritual space with God to be able to even have that ability to think like that. You're not with God if you can't even think like that. And you might get sled on by the devil if God never come to you in a way and you be like, okay, I'm thinking like this, but it's still not happening. Who said it was supposed to happen in the time you needed to happen? Who said it got to happen at all? The most important thing is the mission. You know what I'm saying? So, for the most part, that these are things that we need to understand also, so we can show that persevere and that consistency. But look, I forget, this ain't the Ratchet channel. I got that for the night. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a holiday. It's making me think about why I ain't got one yet. I'll be trying to fight the real people and stuff. The average human that turn into an agent that'll be next to me, and you need to think like this too. An agent that'll be next to you will be like, oh, that sounds narcissism. Why you on a holiday? But yet, want to complain when days go by. You tired of going to work. You tired of going to school. You tired of this bill. You tired of that, right? But yet, you don't think about what holidays we actually celebrating. And some group of men and women sat around and said the same thing that I said. Said the same thing that you said. So whoever this agent get ready to turn into, that lets you know that's another subtle way on a small percentage level of you got an agent around you. They just don't be having their glasses all the way on. They use slang. They use ebonics. So, they got swag. They rose-colored glasses like this. You know what I'm saying? They rose-colored glasses like this. So every now and then, yeah, it's your friend. Yeah, it's your family. Yeah, they might say something that make you feel like, yeah, okay. But every now and then, them glasses always 2 centimeters away from over their eyes. You know it. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that they say. You can't tell them all your dreams. If you go too far, they get ready to say, oh, everything that they said don't make no sense no more. You know it. I said, thank you so much for the donation, Patricia Weber. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. So yeah, it get tricky out here. Yeah, you can see somebody's eyes and stuff like that because spirituality is a wave right now. So, but you got to have real spiritual discernment. Don't ever forget. Look at the glasses though. That every now and then they do let you see their eyes, but they got it on as a slang, so it's comfortable with you. So you're not thinking about it like that. Now Archangel Uriel gave you the Uriel chakra. Now you can see it like that. Now don't forget the rose-colored glasses, just like a few centimeters above their eyebrows, a few centimeters below their eyes. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you go too far, they get ready to go ahead and fix it. So they can look at you and then say all that stuff. You need to go back to school and all that other stupid stuff. You need to go get an unnecessary job that ain't got nothing to do with your gifts and talents and some other stupid stuff. Yeah, you already know. You already know. That's how you know these is on. They all the way on now. All the way on now. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be game. It get deep out here. You know what I'm saying? All they do is make movies to tell y'all what they doing, which we wouldn't even be able to make no allegory about that right there. You know what I'm saying? So that let you know if this is the Matrix and it's in the game. They got the new Mortal Kombat movie. I mean, the new Mortal Kombat game. So the first saga, or the first what they call that, like at the beginning, anytime you're doing the levels and stuff like that. So the first little saga is supposed to be based on Kung Lao and Raiden and things of that nature. So it got some homegirl going up to Shang Tsung and telling him that he been watched since he been born, and telling him that he been blocked from him doing things because he been using his power for the other things in the world that don't need to be used for, and he need to be in a position that he can run the whole world. So if that's in a video game, what make you think that people who run the world ain't doing that? So when you be trying to have your own individual self and stuff, and it seems like you experiencing blockages, but you can't pinpoint it because it ain't even being filtered through actual people that you can actually see. Yet people being used to block you and stuff like that, that you can't actually point at them and express something because you'll be petty, and it's not like that. So you got to figure out what's going on and stuff like that. They tell you in these games. How is it a video game and y'all ain't doing that in real life to actual people then? Like, where y'all get them thoughts from? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at stuff. I don't look at stuff like, oh, this is creative. This is such a good idea. I look at it like, oh, this has been produced through a network, so it's sanctioned through something, and where they get these ideas from before I even care about the story. Why you even think like that? Where is this being done at in the world? Then I start seeing how it's done at in the world. Then I start seeing who can possibly have that fart cloud in control and push that out in the world, and then it always leads me to the individuals. Then now I got 5,000 videos on the way. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. God giving us abilities and us each one teaching one. Shout out to Moody Mercury Baby. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. You said screw Labor Day and Flight Day. Yeah, real stuff. I'm so much out of knowing what it is. I thought it was Memorial Day. Holidays, one of them flunked out ass holidays. They all about the same thing. Somebody taking over somebody's land and be happy you was born on their soil after they did that. That's all of them about. Ain't none of them about nothing else. It ain't nothing, man. Humanity ain't about nothing. That's all they about. Every last one of them. Hey, here's the history of how we took over this land. Be grateful we put fruit over here. So they ain't even put fruit over here. It already grew. All they did was take the fruit that already grew over here and make stores and create a mafia business around it. Now you got to go to a home food store and stuff like that to get good fruit. You just can't go in the woods and go pick it. Or it might be against the law damn near in today's time. Real stuff. You got to stay somewhere deep and behind the scenes of some small city in North Carolina or some stuff like that to be able to go grocery shopping for free. Because all you got to do is go in the backwoods. You get all kind of melons, you know what I'm saying, lemon melons and stuff like that, watermelons, cantaloupe melons, water and strawberry melons, all the melons, plum melons, all the melons you could think of, goddamn it, for free. If they ain't chalked that up yet. Who knows? Because we know humans ain't some shadow government party been like, hey, this look good. You know, Goldsboro, North Carolina. This look good. All the trees chopped down now. No more fruit. They done got it all in the supermarket now. You got to drive all the way to Raleigh, North Carolina now just to get a good fruit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, phony. Like, shadow government ain't about. They ruin everybody. It don't matter where you at, geographically speaking. They don't care about you. All they care about is that dollar bill, y'all. Uptown, let's make it happen. That's all they care about. That's all they care about is making stuff happen for them. You got to go get hired at Swable's or Wonder to go and get crumbs and get that check and stuff like that. They own the whole bread loaf. They own the whole corporation. They somewhere laying on their stomach and stuff like that. They ain't never on no drought, no bread. Raw bread, you know what I'm saying? God damn it, toast bread, wheat bread. They got all the breads. You know what I'm saying? Cornbread. All the bread, Jiffy bread, you know what I'm saying? They got all the breads and stuff like that for free. Made you build it. They came up with the ability. You go home, think you got a good job, so it became your gift and talent out of these smack monkeys' abilities. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm tired of that. You got abilities too that everybody could do, and it become their gift, and they look at it like a gift and talent they got to learn. For an example, math was somebody's ability. You got to go to school and learn a gift and talent of being a mathematician. So somebody's abilities becomes people's gifts and talents. Y'all have to know that's how they got y'all living backwards. So now you don't got to care that you could do good hair or shoot a basketball. You got to care more about how much you get paid off of it, or you ain't even going to care about doing it. And now who put you in that energy? Someone who can't even shoot the basketball or someone who can't even do the hair for the energy to be in an inanimate object in the first place. Ain't y'all tired of that? See, y'all got to have the right idea to look at it, though. When you don't have the right idea to look at it, you don't be knowing how you're getting taken advantage of. You don't be knowing how you're getting cheated on in this esoteric relationship with the shadow man. That's the point of it. When you are aware, you let them know how far they can throw you, how far they can treat you. When you unaware, they can do anything to you. Same way they did with your grandmother. Just rock you to sleep with a newspaper, black and gray television screen, a few Medea movies, a few Men in Black movies, a few Star Wars movies. That's it. It ain't that easy no more, though. All the way to the point that the stuff that they think is creative, because they're the descendants now, our age and stuff like that, they phony. The stuff that they thinking is working based on oral tradition, they amongst their race, aka not race, but age groups and stuff that everybody aware. So we're showing, and everybody back at the stage of 2,000 years ago with more forms of awareness now. So comparing and contrasting, we're starting to realize what happened 2,000 years ago. They stupid. All they do is copy powerful spirits and create capitalism off of it. Cobalt energy off of it, where you got a creativity, a gold mine, but you don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to make it mean anything. You don't know how to pray on it. You don't know how to prophesize it. Y'all don't know how to come together and do it for yourselves because y'all compete with it. They don't have that talent, so their mind is busy on trying to find theirs. So every time they look at their Peter small, every time the women look at the way they shape, they like, oh, I need to wear 1,000 clothes and robes and stuff. So when they more busy on figuring out their talent, and their talent became making you believe they bull stuff. They're bull crap. So now you don't believe in yourself when you shoot a basketball or do some hair that you can run a whole corporation. You only believe in yourself if you can shoot a basketball and do some hair. If one of them, with their witchcraft, allow you to get a check with it. AKA, they flunked out ass queen wives that looked at herself and like, oh, I can't jiggle like that. The whole world is demonic if they do that there. And then the men, and then the husbands and stuff like that, that's making us get rocked to sleep and stuff like that. Oh, I can't do all that what this man is doing like that. Well, you gotta think and learn math and shooting a basketball and looking good and stuff. That's demonic. And then for the most part, we think, oh, we gotta bow down and be like, oh, you right, massa. Can we get paid then if we do it this way, the way you saying that we need to do it? We need to look good in this corporation. Okay. We need to shoot a basketball like this in this system. Okay. We have to do hair in this business for these group of puppets and stuff like that. Oh, okay. We got to do their makeup. Oh, okay. And this how we all is. This how we all is. But when we gonna wake up though? When we gonna wake up though? That's prime examples, male and female, how they just use up all of our energy and direct it in their inanimate objects based on the magic square witchcraft. I keep forgetting this ain't the this is the PBS channel. I just gotta break it down though, because it's that Leo energy. That Leo energy is what they're doing, and you have to be aware of what they're doing, how they use it, because they created the system of it. Before we get into how you about to be flunked out in the Leo energy, at least want to break it down how the world is being flunked out in general, and people who've been trying to control this stuff, encapsulating energies and using it in different parts of the time as witchcraft. One energy can make another one. That's how they made water parks and stuff like that in the summertime. They took energies that they harness in wintertime, took the piping systems and stuff, and then in the summertime played that out, and a joining of two energies. What we came up with as above, so below, dealing with shelter in wintertime and using it in times that we experience in summertime. And then they created water parks and stuff like that, and roller coasters and stuff like that, and Walt Disney SeaWorlds and stuff, and Universal Studios and stuff. Keyword, universe. Soul Studios. So you in their world stage mentally, and you built their world physically to go there and enjoy yourself and pay for a hotel for 3 days so y'all can make sure y'all catch every ride. That's about it, because the only thing they care about is they goddamn grandkids on that green Polaroid picture. That's it. You entertain. They rubbing their hands like Birdman. So they use your gifts and talents for their entertainment and sit back. Got us all in Olympics. Some type of Olympics. Hey, let's see what they're gonna do today. What this woman gonna do today. What this man gonna do today. Let's put them through this trial. Let's put them through this. Let's see how far they're willing to go for that survival energy, for that dollar bill, for that car, for that phone. Let's see how far they're willing to go with their influence. Let's see if we make their situation play out like this tarot card. Let's see what this person will do. Will they do something different, or will they do something like the past of the few people did in this Shemitic book that we be reading to keep up as a practice with witchcraft and oral tradition? They get deep with it. They got books, all kind of stuff to craft up a golem of the characteristics of a old dead ruler and his wife. They look at it like this. If it worked, that was their ancestor, and that's the things they need to uphold. The things that don't work, those are the things that need to be rejected. So they give these things male and female names based upon masculine and feminine characteristics that ultimately was expressed first through the ideas of the dude and his wife that of the colony that took over in certain ways. So you'll get 13 colonies, and then you'll get the Jews and the group of Greeks and Masons sit back and be like, okay, who running this what better? Who crafting system is better? We like what they doing over there with that colony better than that one. And then today we get goddamn Philadelphia, brotherly love, and Chicago and California and New York. Oh, Sam, I'm telling you, it's deep. It's deep if y'all don't know how to see that. It's very simple. You gotta know how to see that type of stuff though. When you're in the spirit world, you see who you getting attacked by in the spirit world. It ain't no mistaking either. Can't no fool down here mistake you and let one of them come into the flesh and try to mistake you. You'll be able to look at this like, I hope you don't think I'm a fool. You'll start getting upset that somebody insulted your intelligence, and then you'll be like, yeah, let's have a debate then, because y'all all got brains with blood in it. So you better not be giving no power to no other humans more than what they is. You come across a Mason or with everybody, they got a brain just like you. Be willing to have a discussion when you start to feel weird fart cloud energies, and don't let them have a mental authority based upon their name and their badge to make you feel like, they might got magic working on me or whatever. No, they copy you to even know what a magic trick is for them to even call it magic. It all come from us, our character expression. And when a person don't have good character expression, they created psychology words for them because they need to help themselves. Social awkwardness, insecurities and stuff like that. What they're calling power and stuff is purely those things, the ability to get attention because of your character. They called it charismatic gifts back in the day and things of that nature. So since they ain't had no good character, their version is charismatic gifts. So that's why you got people 2,000 years later, like right now, like religious people trying to argue from some Jewish mind, like we need to believe what some Jewish people seen 2,000 years ago based upon divine revelation. But if we was to take a time travel and go back to 2,000 years ago, goddamn it, what they was revealing in their goddamn mind was this is retarded, is what they revealing in their mind 2,000 years up to date right now in this motherfucker goddamn it Jimmy Neutron world. So that lets you know religious people just like giving power to people for no reason. Other flunked human. I keep forgetting it's the PBS channel. So that's why I need my other half next to me or something like that to be like, Dolo, hold on, get back. We got to keep this channel. Oh, sad. We got to keep this channel. Whatever we be talking about behind closed doors, or while we do what we do to maintain what we do. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. But let me get the divine feminine for myself. All right, she just checked me. Yeah, Leo, you know what I'm saying? So Leo right now is stationary in everybody's house is going to be the area of life that people need to understand. That's going to be where you might need to make a decision. And stationary mean you're looking at both decisions. You're looking at both paths. You're looking at both doors as opportunities. You ain't even walking up to the gatekeepers yet because you're trying to see or make the final decision if you want to even walk up to one of the doors at the moment, which is an opportunity that you see yourself going for or one that have been open, but you haven't made a decision yet to walk through it. So, for the most part, you're comparing and contrasting, but you know a decision need to be made. You're no longer in limbo like when it was in retrograde, where you could just be la, 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 you know what I'm saying? All the possibilities maybe can be if I just be seen. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your creative gifts and things of that nature. But right now you're forced to make a decision, even if you have the results or confirmation that you was looking for anyway, or the expectation. Even if you don't have that there anyway, you still got to make a decision and make up what you're expecting as along the way. And that's really being demonic anyway, because you should be open to what God's giving you. And 10 times out of 10, that don't be having nothing to do with you made up in your mind being a devil, thinking that you expect things to be this way before you comfortable enough to go into that goal or that path or that direction. With your flunked out spaceship with no gas, no emotional in it, rapport in it, and no seed, no XM radio and stuff like that. So you goddamn frustrated, got to think for yourself. Isolation on a slow treadmill, tow truck on the goddamn road, everybody passing you by, reaching their goals faster than you. Like this the movie Final Destination. All puns intended. Flight Boss. I'm saying real stuff. And all that was getting y'all. What year that came out with? Because what year did Final Destination came out? The first one. Because now that got me thinking. While I'm thinking about that, it might got something to do with psyop energy. Final Destination year.
In the United States of America,
Listen.
Final Destination was released on March 17th, 2000.
If you can't string that to 9/11, ain't 9/11 2001? What year did 9/11 happen? If you can't put that psyop together, something wrong with you. If you can't put the movie Final Destination coming out a few months, because movies popular come out around September and stuff, so a few months before 2021, getting us prepared about plane crashes and stuff like that, and all of a sudden the next year, we get one of the most extreme crises in our lives, a plane crash, 9/11. Yeah, you know, it's about that time. Yeah, it's about that time. Yeah, it's about that time. Yeah, it's about that time. If the average flunked out ass human can't put that two and two together, humanity is finished. And I mean that. I mean that. If the average flunked out soccer mom can't put that together, humanity is finished. That is just too obvious. No way. Lucky the internet wasn't popping at that time. Goddamn lucky. That's all everybody would have been talking about. Trust me. Yeah, let me say that for the PBS channel, because that made me I got a whole paragraph that might last a whole hour in my mind. Let me go ahead and get that out right now. Clear. Because now I'm starting to think about Bushes and those the Masons, Lord and Saviors, and Oh, it's a whole thing. I got Leo. Let me. All right, Leo. Okay. What is Bush? Please don't be no Leo or nothing like that. Lord Jesus Christ. I think he is Scorpio. Oh God, Jesus Christ. George Bush Zodiac.
Cancer.
Oh God, Cancer. That's goddamn close. I'm goddamn reprobate. Let me save it for the PBS show. Yeah, I'm changing the title tonight. George Bush Sr. Astro Theme. Goddamn Leo Ascendant Gemini Moon. Gemini Sun. Goddamn God. I'm changing the title tonight. There's too much fart clouds that just came in my mind. It got to get out. I can't keep it in my head. Internet wasn't here. I'm the flight boss. I gotta talk about this. I'm the actual passport bro. It's just my plane is like in this plane of existence. You know what I'm saying? My flight ain't going somewhere in the physical world, lost in desires. It ain't about all that. You know what I'm saying? So goddamn it, I got to bring that. I bring the old to the new. Goddamn it. So what's sitting online wasn't popping. We're gonna make sure that still be online in today's time. We're gonna make sure the same psyops we seeing in today's time, so we can catch it, and we can catch it a few months how they been doing it. We gonna catch the ones that we couldn't catch that was online before a lot of our times when we was in like junior high and elementary. Oh yeah, we there. So I think I was in what? I think I might have been in probably just getting in junior high. Or just getting in the 7th grade or 6th or the 5th grade, one of those. Oh, I'm saying, real stuff. Oh, no, hell no. Hell no, no. That's gonna help the soccer mom be like, because soccer moms up to age, so soccer moms and stuff, and the little league football and hockey team, everybody get on the back of the little truck, and we're gonna ride 25 miles per hour to the ice cream parlor and get dollar ice cream cones. You know what I'm saying? Right now, that's easy for them to understand because that's their time. And they didn't have the right conversations at work and stuff, or before they did these things, be at soccer or being at the little league hockey games and football games. They had a time to be like, hey, that was a good movie we just watched last September, Final Destination. And that's crazy what just happened right now at 9/11 this next year right now. Ain't this crazy? They had a time to have those discussions. Like Bush did a good job. That's the Masons Lord and Savior. To Masons Lord, they love the Bushes. They can't wait till a young Bush come up in the ranking right now. They can't wait. They like, what y'all doing? Y'all ain't having sex enough? Where's the next young Bush at? Like the next young woman or the next young man? Where's they at? Y'all ain't doing something right. What's going on? They can't wait. They've been on game ever since they've been hitting every point, never doing everything they supposed to do, never failing and stuff like that. Lord Jesus Christ. They love the Bushes. They got them and they set them like family. Matter of fact, Masons is family with the goddamn Bushes. They one and the goddamn same. That's why. So of course they gonna know how to get with the 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing about they don't care about Democrat or Republican. They just come in the best light that they come in. It just look like Republican. And it just look like they run shit. Even if they're not the president at the time. That's how the Bushes be looking. They look like they still running stuff right now. I'm saying, you think they ain't the president. Somewhere down the line, Bush still the president. Trust me. Yeah, I got to go in tonight. Because I got to go in on that reprobate ass, that Cancer. Yeah, I got to go in on boxing glove head. Yeah, I got to go on boxing glove. Yeah, he got the boxing glove head. I remember Celebrity Deathmatch and all that. Yeah, and they couldn't even draw him no other way without having a boxing glove head. Don't go no further than that. Yeah, he had to hold his guards up his whole life. He was strong. He was real moody. He probably always wanted to fight. He probably was a jock and stuff. And he had a boxing glove head. A golden glove one at that. Heavyweight. 60 many meters and particles and heaviness and density and weight. George Washington. I said George Washington. He got he looked retarded too, though. He looked like he lost in La La Land. George Washington lost in La La Land. That probably ain't even how George Washington look. Look, he done lost his hairline being lost in La La Land and shit. And he a Pisces. He need a straight jacket. His picture even looked like a straight jacket. Real shit. George Washington looked like he always in a straight jacket and shit. Like, look, he always in a straight jacket. Some goddamn clothes, big ass jacket, though he could barely put his hands out. He always 2 centimeters from us zipping up his hands and shit from the straight jacket. Real shit. You ain't gonna find no picture of George Washington without some straight jacket around. Look, he ain't even got no arms in this statue. They knew better. They knew in that one. They like, look, don't even put no arms in this one because this representing, and he was in the straight jacket. Oh, straight jacket energy. That straight jacket ain't gotta make that money, man. Look at his toy, straight jacket. You can buy his toys for sale and stuff. Straight jacket toy, like straight jacket George Washington. Oh, don't put it in that. You can't find no picture without George Washington being in a straight jacket. George Washington Zodiac.
Pisces.
Lord Jesus Christ.
The first president of the United States, 1732, and was a Piscean.
I love y'all for the bottom line. Yo, my Pisces not watching. Y'all walking on gold buttery cream floors and stuff like that. Butterscotch, saltwater taffies. Oh, is that real stuff? This looked like a straight jacket. I don't know. Somebody arms in it. Look, the straight jacket tied extra tight. You know what I'm saying? Look, the two little things in between, that's somebody's waist getting tight because the straight jacket, look, the two arms, somebody tightening up the straight jacket and stuff so the waistline getting tight. The Pisces symbol. Back to boxing glove head. Boxing glove, golden glove, boxing ceremony wrestling match head. George Bush. Thank you so much for the donation, Astrological Ether. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. You say, hey, Flights, they say Big Bush, they only former president, that still get the weekly CI. Right, they always gonna make it seem like, right now, they can get online and say, this Republican, this Democrat votes is up, votes is down, they're not getting as popular and stuff. Let them mention Bush. They're gonna say something like, yeah, Bush right now is all right here, or when Bush was running right now, they always slide that in. I'm telling you, they be doing real good celebrations, getting drunk. 4th of July every month energy. Real shit. They get real drunk, celebrate themselves. Bush and them. Real every month, 4th of July for them. They whole house look like Star Spangled Banner. You better believe it. Eagle statues everywhere. George Bush.
According to Wikipedia,
AKA Big Boxing Glove Head. Yeah, according to Wikipedia, AKA Big Boxing Glove. Yeah, that's what she wanted to say. According to Wikipedia, the Big Boxing Glove. Yeah, let's do that one more time. George Bush.
According to Wikipedia,
he got a big boxing glove head. It don't go no further than that. Big boxing glove, golden glove. Don't go rent all the heavyweight matches head. Oh, Buster Douglas neckline head. According to Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia, I'm going in on these smack monkey ass tonight. Tonight is the night. We go in on witchcraft. Real stuff. We gotta protect ourselves out here so we can see that again. So it might not be the plane. It might not be that. It might not be Kool-Aid with too much sugar in it. It might not be. It might be a fart cloud floating in the air. Now it's in water. Now, I'm saying, we'll start catching it. We all got to catch it now. See y'all on the Ratchet channel. We're gonna finish breaking down astrology right now. Yeah, it's crazy. The mug out here. This Leo energy. Energy. That flunked out Sagittarius. She shaped just like some goddamn mermaid, centaur, long horse, kneecap, giraffe neck, and the thighs. I'm saying that look good though. She look good though. Look good. Look real good. My energy. I'm saying real stuff. You know, she got them traveling archer legs and stuff like that. She gonna jump over. She could jump over everything. Jump over a fence, a goddamn ham hog, jump over horses, all kind of stuff. Hey, for horses, cheating, cheaters, Libras, zebras. Shout out to Carrie Hilson. I'm saying, I understand that. I don't know about Britney Spears. I said, but she get it too. I'm sad. I don't know what Britney Spears thinks she doing. Shout out to my Sagittarius out there. Shout out to my Sagittarius. Bless y'all heart. Y'all travel in the mind. Y'all travel in the mind. Because Lord knows how far in the mind Britney Spears is at. You know what I'm saying? Real shit in that. She thought she was doing an exercise video. We got to say her opposite energy. What's the key word? Gemini? I think. She thought, you know what I'm saying? So she probably still dealing with being unbalanced right now. She's in her lower octave energy. Sometimes you gotta think about that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So she thought she was doing an exercise video. Like that goddamn, I look at some people in the soul group doing exercise video. I'm like, God damn it. They need $1 million. I know Britney Spears ain't up here getting all this attention for that. Oh, Lord Jesus. Got me thinking about Chris Rock again. Us little people we ain't little, but we got to feel, we got the second question what we doing and how we gonna look, and is it gonna stop us from doing anything else, and do we need to delete and stuff like that, and our phone seen it first energy and nobody else in the world, why these people flunked out in the world millions of dollars and stuff. No shame. Yeah, I'm about to be on demon time forever. I don't give no fucks no real shit. Asian dog got OnlyFans. Hey, just this, I'm on demon time forever. Fuck that, fuck. We're catering to some humans, man. Listen, hell no. Not when we got lower octave Britney Spears, little Saggy right now, and bless her heart right now. She dealing with unbalanced energy. She's still getting the most attention. She thought she was doing a dance tutorial twerk video. She thought. I thought when I seen it. Plas even thought. His flunked out boxing glove head, because he had cancer. Shout out to him. He thought. He had to post it twice. He even thought. Everybody in the comment had to think. Everybody in the chat had to think. I'm like, damn, I'm an astrologer. She's in her lower octave. She's in the Gemini third house. She's floating. She's still rich. Wait a minute. This might be something. I'm placing my moral system in the wrong place there. OnlyFans Snapchat coming tomorrow. That's like taking a real shit. I said, oh, I'm feeling that real shit. Oh, hey, no way, no way. Give me grace. I got a Sag moon, y'all. Give me grace. God got something to do with this. I think God told me to do it for spiritual purposes. I'm a Sag moon. God told me to do this. It was for God purposes and synchronicities and sitting 6-pointed star. You know what I'm saying? At least I got some sage lit to me next when I do it. Demon time, agent. Demon time, agent. Uptown, let's make it happen. I don't want to put her in that. You ain't about to have me out here in the world looking at some plunked out ass goddamn Libra like Doja Cat. She way in her lower octave. She's just selfish about the dollar bill. All in her Aries energy. She actually being a demon. She dressing up like the demons and angels and stuff like that. She trying to be the Aries all for the dollar. No. I ain't about to see no spirits out here. And they lower octave on demon time. It works. They get to live good and stuff like that. And I'm out here thinking about what humans think that ain't shit. Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, right. Asian dog got OnlyFans. You better believe it's a goddamn if she ain't even thinking that, she got a rapper career. If she ain't even thinking, you got the game fucked up. Now look, I just made that as an example. I ain't necessarily talking about OnlyFans, but I'm just talking about demon time where I'm about to get out here just like the shadow government getting out here. I'm saying real stuff. You know, just like they getting out here in they lodges and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to keep letting them create no goddamn witchcraft on me. And then then turn around and demonetize everybody just like me. And then now we can't even do it if we tried. Man, that remind me of 2019 again. I'm cool. That remind me of 2019 again. I'm cool. I seen all the fart clouds they did to stop everybody. Deleted almost everybody's channel. Stopped everybody's mission that they was talking about that they was getting attention for at that time. They start seeing me get 1,000 views all the time before they could do that playing with people number stuff. 600, 700, 900, 1,000, 1,200, 5,000 all the time and stuff like that. And they like, oh, he getting attention for talking about getting an RV and getting the other half and trying to be Queen Elizabeth and King James and stuff. Oh, no. Put something in there. Social distance. Sarah, make the fart clouds look at that like that's a negative mission. I said that I seen it all. And everybody else who was on their own mission, and hopefully, and some people went too far and got their whole page taken. Shot them out. Man, that was one of the stupidest times ever. 2019 and 2020 for spiritual people that was on a mission to get out in the world and actually see that. At one time, I had good 20 videos of me being outside, the only one outside. Everything was open. Basketball, stadiums, football, stadiums, rooftops, everything was open. I got a good 20 videos of just being the only person in the street. All the way, and I made the video at that time. La La Land. Thank you so much for the donation, Peter. I appreciate that from my heart. Real stuff. Or I'm so much into the spiritual energy every day of my life, I don't miss a beat that the actual song La La Land and the video came out the last 2 weeks of March 2020. I'm saying real stuff. Better believe it. They wish I would have deleted that video. That's what they wish. They wish I would have deleted that video. My knowledge be so deep, it's in my music too. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Look, it say 3 years ago, but the date on there is March, the last 2 weeks of March. One of them days. You know what I'm saying? La La Land. I was the only person outside. And all those videos I came out with at that time was the only person outside. I was in football stadiums. I was on top of rooftops. Not a police in sight, nothing. I ran the world. I felt good at that time. That made me think about, man, I wish I had that button they had. You know what I'm saying? That anytime they decide to go underneath the railroad tracks and live like that, and they got that button that they can do that and be the only people here, that started making me feel like that a little bit. Like, man, that ain't a bad idea. You know, so that sounds like something. Oh, so I started aspiring to be like them when they grow up. When I grow up. I started aspiring, like, I think I want to be like them when I grow up. I was looking around like, man, this ain't too bad. This ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff, man. I had real good freedom. You know, that Sagittarius moon, man, I felt free in the world, man. That was the most freest I ever felt ever. I'm like, everybody else scared too? You mean to tell me all this out here is just mine? I can just go in any store. I can just go in any football field. I'm going to take advantage. You best believe I took advantage. I was teaching y'all rituals and spells on stages in the middle of the street and stuff like that. That the economy had to wake back up to get out the street and stuff because ain't nobody on the streets anyway driving. I was doing everything. Making spiritual videos. But that was one of the best times of my life. Worst time for y'all's, but best time for mine. Real stuff. Like that was a gym. Them times that was a little gym. I ain't gonna lie. I hate that they stopped my mission though, and I still had to express being Dolo. But goddamn, the freedom that was appeasing my Sag moon was taking me though. So that was taking me though. I can sacrifice humanity and stuff like that for a little bit of this. As long as I can go get a cameraman or a camerawoman or something like that, and a small group of people or something like that. Hey, I like this. I like this. I like that. I slow flow, I like that. I like that. I said real stuff. The ARLs and Killer Cam song started playing in my head, and so I'm like, man, I don't even want it to be no March 2020 else nowhere. But unfortunately, we had to let the economy come up and get out that fart cloud. It took a whole year and a half to get out of the late March 2020, but we got out. We got out. Let me stop for the PBS channel, because damn, I need to keep this channel. God, that's all I need my other happy. Like, shut up, Dolo, but we need this though, because it's all getting us in the vibe. You know, but just for the PBS channel, goddamn, I need this page. I need this page. So look, check this out. So, all right, whatever house you got Leo in is going to be the area of life that you're going to have to start to look in and stuff and start expressing or go for your love matters in some way, shape, or form via people, places, or things. And, you know, based upon you feel like your pride may get hurt, your ego may get hurt. These are all fart clouds and shadow work that you may have not dealt with and constructed yet, which are attached to your old and outdated self. And those are going to be correspondences of you showing the universe and God you ain't your new self still. And you're going to manifest even more rejection, isolation, or blockages and tower moments from your goals. Thank you so much for the donation power of the P. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real isolation stuff. Or oh shit! I forgot I had the volume up. You said, oh my goodness, so glad to catch you live 2 nights ago. I was looking up the sky, looking for the moon on my life, and I'm damn sure not exaggerating when I say I was looking at the grid in our sky. Wow. Yeah, that's what it is. It's our reflection. It get deep. So that's why it deals with our emotional tides, vibe. Not the actual water, our metaphysic water, your emotion. That's why in any esoteric book, anytime you hear about water, it's a correspondence to our emotions. All the way down to the updated remix Western Hemisphere esoteric version of it, the King James Bible. They still talk about it the same way. But you know, when they use these terms like black and white and yellow and these thoughts and water, fire, you know they're never talking about race and physical. You know that's people who just lost and using these things to rub 2 nickels together and stuff like that. Because even when you want to go to all the other practices that was made at the same time, those people at that time all thought the same. So let's go to the witch trial type stuff. Tarot cards. It was made at that same time. What do you think cup mean? Cup, water in it. Those are the emotional cards. Water signs. See what I'm saying? What do we think Dewan mean? The fire element. You know what I'm saying? So when we go into the Bible, burning bush, they're using the same train of thought because that's how they thought back then. When people use the text from back then and the scriptures and try to use it with their flunked out Western Hemisphere in today's time, they're using a Western Hemisphere scholarship comprehension to comprehend something that was seen from a different starting point, seen from a different perspective. And that's the failure of the human mind today. Watch, while we got all these failures of denominations and stuff and all these different astrologies, where there's only one true religion, there's only one true astrology. And when you go outside and learn it for yourself, like me, you get it. You get it. You like, oh, this is the only religion. This is the only spirituality. Just this is the only true astrology and astronomy. Everything else is people using these energies for their own sake and biases or rulership. Which is why you can't even rub two nickels together unless you know some math, astrology, some science, some know how to do some hair, shoot a basketball shot. That all of these are mathematical formations of using the sun and moon. All the way to a football, a crescent moon, all the way to a goddamn basketball, a full moon, or the sun going into the hole. On your mark, get set, go from these diagonal positions for it to be a jump shot, 3-point shot, or a goddamn kind of cornered layup. Everything is made off astrology. All the way to the letters, the language, the cuneiform, everything. Everything. I'm saying real stuff. So, when you understand it like that, you understand that we are these things. So, oh, now I see what it means esoterically. Yeah, the moon do control our waters, the vibes. Yeah, the sun do control our fire, the times, what we see. You know what I'm saying? What burns inside of us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the air do control travel. We can think far out or be small-minded or communicate what's inside of us, and it can travel and influence someone else outside of us or not check out. Yeah, we do know what Earth is. It's something we can stand on, substantiate ourselves on, practicalize, make sense out of something. And we ain't even talking about Earth type stuff yet. The physical version of it. This practicalizing something. That's the Earth element. You could be lost in La La Land and airheaded if you got too much air without Earth. So you're not grounding that air travel. You're not making it look like a form to condense. So you didn't make sense out of something, whatever that thought was, that was air. So that air is all over the place. It's never trapped into a tire. You never concealed it into a fireplace or nothing. So you never made sense. So you lack the Earth element, esoterically speaking. See, we're not talking about physical. So anytime you even see the term Earth in any ancient text, all the way down to the Anunnaki or Egyptian Pan-African knowledge, it is not talking about Earth if you're Western Hemisphere out with that layer of comprehension. It's talking about the way they seen it back then, the element. This is why a lot of astrologers could understand the Bible before other people, because we understand these are allegories based on the element. This is why it's always going to be a fire god, a god you see through light, an air god, a god that comes through the word or from a staff or a stick or a separation or a man name. You know what I'm saying? This is why you start to understand it from a proper perspective of what they're talking about. They're talking about the elements and deifying it so you can understand how these elements play out if someone can explain it and convey that message in the way you move. So if I need to help you understand what is fire, but the only way I can help you understand it is a fire attribute that you already do, but you didn't construct it in your mind and know that you did that, so I have to give you a word or a meaning or an expression or an example. This makes the each one teach one knowledge what we here are supposed to do. And we will create a language too, and I would call whatever you're actually doing that's not necessarily fire in the solid world, but it represents fire in the esoteric world for you to understand what I mean in the esoteric world as how it play out in the physical world of something like it. See, the solid world is the liking, and the gas and liquid world is the image. The thought and the feeling is the image, and the solid world, the physical, is something like the image. It's something like it. So you something like these entities they be calling, all the way down to these terms God. You're something like it. But the image in your mind, you know you're not that. Yeah, you got things in your mind where you want to be at as a position in life right now, or how you want to look with your physical, or how you want to deal with your health. The image. But you know it ain't really like that when you look in the mirror. You know, it ain't really like that. You ain't got that $1 million in the physical world. You know, it ain't really like that. You ain't got that vacation that you see yourself in the world, in that gas and liquid world at the moment. So how we blend these two things together is the spiritual duty and obligation. Always, while y'all hear me say, I'm here to carry out God duties and responsibilities. Because the only thing standing between the universe, the solid world, and God, how we create the liquid and gas from the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension, is you. The mind you created coming from the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension and having a piece of the universe creating the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, the mental world. Our thoughts and feelings. Thoughts, 4th dimension, feelings, 5th dimension, bringing them together. The creature we create for ourselves to be inside of as a spaceship. We call a mind, your own world. And we create a world together when that blend in. Teamwork makes the dream work. Everything is at a simultaneous state there. To everything, objectivity and subjectivity. We created it. We created objectivity from subjectivity, which ultimately the objectivity got created at the same time. The subjectivity all came together to be aware of each other. See what I'm saying? And when it takes time to solidify, the spirit may get frustrated in limbo because it's taking time for the gas and liquid to, as the image, to be like that in the solid world. And every now and then that builds the area where all insecurities come from, all feeling rejection come from, all feeling like you're not good enough come from, all feeling like, and when you understand that spiritual space I'm speaking about right now, you where I'm at. This is where I'm at all the time. This is beyond this physical world where it ain't even no way to explain where I'm at. Once you just go there, you know you in the actual existence of everything. And you just using this down here as an avatar, your Ken doll and your Barbie doll, and how you want it to look, be that gas and liquid where you at, where I'm at, and you know that gas and liquid ain't you either. As a spirit, you make that up. You supposed to make up your mind. You supposed to have consonant dissonance there, where no matter how it look in a solid, you think it look like this. Even if some negative play out, you come up with how it was positive in your favor in the gas and liquid. And eventually that comes to be. And you prophesy yourself. And I'm Uriel. I do this in the flesh. You could be in an organ. This is how we create organs. You could be in a chakra so much it blend in and become your organs. And since you know things take time, all you have to do is be into something 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 3 years, 6 years, 9 years. It will that good feel good character will actually become your actual facial expression, and you don't even look like your family members or nothing no more. You look like whatever that character was, whatever species you was interacting with as a spirit, being around them as a fly in your mind, around them, interacting with them with lack of understanding, but developing more awareness that you could bring to develop for yourself that could be understood from the people that share your organs. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's how it works. You got to have consistency for God, though. See, on that type of stuff, you heard what I was saying? 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, then went the further length to say 3 years, 6 years, 9 years, and y'all see how long I even been online, so you know I ain't playing. Those type of missions don't deal with people. You got to get expectations out your mind when it comes to objects. You thinking you deserve money or something. None of those deal with them. That type of mission I'm talking about. None of that deals with that. And the only outcome that we'll be able to see is proof in the pudding in a solid world, you being real back pockety, and it start to look like a potential, or it is that way. Whatever you was working on in the gas and liquid 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, they're damn near like that in the solid, damn near believable. And that's the only way God give you confirmation to let you know you're on a mission for God. Real stuff. But at the same time, here's the thing. If you got Leo in the first house, this is the area of life that you need to go for your personal love so you can know how to share your personal space with other individuals. So you don't become too self-centered on your own stage, but built so many insecurities, you don't even know how to share your space with others, so you create self-sabotaging energy. That's your goal and task right now. Venus going direct. Love something about yourself. Love and insecurity. Find someone who matches these same things. Now you're able to share the stage and feel comfortable. And don't be isolated following some expectation from the devil. Leo in the second house. Time for you to go for something that you love and appreciate and value, or that you relate to. Something that you want to plant seeds. Something you want to match your energy. Whether that's a person, place, or thing. Something that help you build your self-esteem. but you're not around that person, place, or thing at the moment. Start to go for that. Time to go for that now, because it's more about you now, and you don't know what that person think, but they may think that the same thing you think. Don't get beside yourself and let Leo put you into narcissistic energy here. See what I'm saying? Leo in the third house. What you need to do during this time is go for something that you love, appreciate, or value, or want to get attention for when it comes to your surroundings, your environment, what you're familiar with, a friend circle. You might need to start getting attention around a different friend circle and get away from that one that ain't matching your energy, or you ain't matching their energy, and there's a reason to that. So you might need to throw it all away in general. And that's what you need to be doing. It's time for you to not be so indecisive about that. Yeah, that friend might not be playing out no energies like they're doing anything wrong, but just the energy itself, y'all not matching, so y'all wasting each other time. And you could be around people to develop friendships that actually take your goals further, and you could allow them to find themselves so they could be around the right individuals. Therefore, there's no bridge burner or animosity, fart cloud energy, or resentment anytime y'all run back into each other on a different path. So it's time for you to start going where you appreciate it, going where you loved, but don't use too much of that lion, Simbest energy of narcissism with it. Fourth house. If you got Leo in the fourth house, time for you to go for that home. Time for you to go for that comfort zone. Time for you to go for that different private area. So you can start developing real love and appreciation about something, so you can really start loving yourself more, or loving your circumstance more, or loving that area where you can have more large times of having peace, so you can develop coming across the other individuals, even the ones that frustrate you, in a more positive perspective. So right now it's time for you to start going for the things that you love, appreciate, and value, and relate to when it comes to home, family, domestic issues. Even if you're trying to make a family and home right now, go for that. Go for it. Don't be cared that you might not got the ends to meet. You might be in a situation where you and your significant other, y'all are trying to have a child right now. But what's stopping y'all is a lot of these retrogrades and stuff like that, Mercury and Virgo and stuff. And a lot of things that's making y'all think what's more important is y'all coins, or who got the job or don't, or what kind of living condition at the moment. Don't worry about that. Anytime you're doing something out of love, gotta make sure y'all straight. And it'll put you in a better situation that you wouldn't even be able to think of, right? Because you're not in no expectation. So God always puts you in a position that's even better than what you can even think of. You just gotta let go and experience and do something, especially out of love, and it'll fall in your lap. Anytime you go through expectations, that's a spaceship you inside of, seeing life through that filtering system window shield, and you on the wrong street. And you only expect to see the stores and stuff, or the street you always like to drive on. You don't never like to go on a different street, because you only care about the stuff you like to buy that cater to your desires in the esoteric world with your esoteric currency. So a lot of times you don't like to go on different streets, because in your mind, you think it ain't no stores on that street you care about anyway. But let God take you on another street. You'll be surprised what kind of stores, or what come up, or what money you find on the ground. Esoteric currency, attention in the third dimension. If you was to drive on that street in the fourth, fifth, or sixth dimension on some type of suburb area in Babylon. Stop, get out the inner city all the time. It's just like the physical world that they told us all to come on down, like it's Jeopardy in Egypt, and we all watched one of their Medea stories on stage, how they remixed it, upcrapped it, and that's basically how we got movies in the news channel today. Learn how to go down different streets and stuff if you're going to be in Babylon, esoterically speaking. Leo in the fifth house. Time for you to go for, start expressing yourself. Stop thinking about as people around you that's getting ready to shoot you down or look at you like you're narcissistic or ego, where all you're doing is expressing yourself, and you're around people who's not allowing you to express yourself, which is God giving you confirmation that you're around people that's smothering you. And even if you are doing things that's extremely negative to them, you need to be around other individuals who don't see it that way, who could transmute that energy into something creative, something you can get attention for, and can still be light and youthful without people around you looking at you like you're not in the right mind state. Those are the confirmations that you're not even around people that match your energy, but it's just an extreme care energy around it, because, they probably share your blood. You probably grew up with them. You probably worked with them for a long time. So you know kind of their ins and outs, and they know kind of the ins and outs of your life. So you kind of give them credence of authority of their judgment of how they see you, where a lot of times you ain't really supposed to care about that either. Especially when you're on God mission, because when you have to leave a person mentally, even when you're still around them physically, when you go do what you do and you're still in the same geographical location, whatever you do, God put you in a position to be able to show this person that whatever you was doing was right, and they are able to come around from whatever their starting point was when they started to look at you negative. They start to come around and be like, okay, this ain't so bad. because you left them mentally and didn't care how they thought about you, and you knew how they was going to think about you, and you knew they was going to become an agent, but you still didn't let that stop you from expressing yourself, whatever you doing in that same area. But from a mental world, you're in a different world. Y'all in two different mind states, two different spaceships, in two different geographical locations in the esoteric world. So your spirit and your mind inside of your soul, aka individual spirit, inside of your minds, y'all spaceships, is in two different areas in Babylon. And you in an area where you're finding more money, more esoteric currency, more attention, more gifts, more abilities. This person is in a area where they just like those stores and those movies that come out in matinee and Batman movies and stuff like that. So for the most part, sometimes you have to stay on that street long enough, and in the 1, 2, or 3rd dimension, y'all probably share the household and see each other every day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably married. It could be like that, but y'all in two different worlds. Now, if you in the world that's more closer to God and stuff like that, right? Eventually, you might have to leave that person mentally, aka spiritually, how it play out in the 1, 2, or 3rd dimension. You still have to do what you do, regardless of this person being around you, always thinking you're making the wrong decision or whatever you're doing is stupid. The more, if whatever you're doing is God, and whatever they said ain't actually no confirmation of that, it's a confirmation of them being small-minded in that small location in Babylon downtown. Eventually, months will pass or years will pass where whatever on your mind will accumulate into the solid world on your physical. That'll be a living light representation that person or that partner see you and be like, okay, maybe I was wrong then. And then that's when they start to get back in their spaceship and drive closer to the location you at, aka you gave them a map or you sent them the Addy, and then they put it on their GPS, and it might take them a little time to get to where you at, because you way somewhere else. You might be in a different city and state. So it might take them a little time, and in 1, 2, or 3rd dimension, it takes them a little time for them to fully understand what you was doing, but they on board now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it means. If y'all know what I'm talking about, this is how you talk spiritual. This is how you talk spiritual. This is how you talk on the phone with somebody. Not, oh, what's today's weather? No, stuff like this. Don't be scared to get in conversations like this, or you ain't building no good relationship. How things start is how things end. I don't care if it's a relationship amongst siblings, family, friends, especially partnerships and stuff like that. How stuff starts, how it ends. You want to make sure it don't start with fogginess. Oh, I should say this, or I don't know. Let me get to know this person first for a good 6 months. So let these conversations and texts be, hey, nice weather today. No, you only supposed to say that the way when Uriel say that. Y'all see each other and y'all wearing clothes and stuff that look like it's nice weather outside, but y'all the weather and y'all environment, and your vibe the weather. And sometimes the body play out like somebody's mind and it be beautiful and stuff. And sometimes you got to be like, damn, nice weather today. That's how angels look at it. You know what I'm saying? Real. I don't know how y'all look. That's how angels look at it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let God shape us. I'm sorry if y'all humans is demonic and y'all trying to make that angelic. No. Angels know what angelic is. Now look. When you get into the conversation like, yeah, fuck the weather today. I spiritually feel this way because of how this is. This, that, and the third. Or you starting stuff. That's that God like people to finish. That's the stuff you want to start to finish. You know what I'm saying? And therefore, y'all getting in each other's psyche. Then y'all can see if y'all match each other. Without that there, both of y'all gonna be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Both of y'all gonna be questioning each other. Both of y'all gonna need other advice. And y'all just putting a whole bunch of energies between both of y'all. That's all that's happening in the esoteric world. And when it bend in from the liquid and gas and come down into the solid, it play out like that. Here's this person in the way. Here's this situation in the way. Here's this circumstance in the way. Between y'all actually come together. Real good spiritual knowledge. Real good spirituality. But look, check this out, right? So that's all buckling down if you got Leo in the 5th house, Aries ascendants out there. See what I'm saying? Now, for the most part, make sure you express yourself. Make sure you ain't around nobody who take your youthfulness away because they're transmuting it into the word you being childish. You know, Lucifer, Leo energy been creating witchcraft, changing words that mean the same thing as negative shit for the longest. Yeah, Lucifer was prideful. Lucifer used that logic reptilian brain and created the word, oh, appreciate now. Now humans that follow Lucifer ain't got no problem casting stones and putting their family, friends, and associates and partners on guilt trips by saying you don't appreciate me. I ain't got no problem using that word and shit like. But somewhere down the line, as Archangel Uriel, I met that author of that character, and I seen that punk ass. I mean that the homie homie cheese and slice. And the character he was expressing, the word he was using at first was pride. It was prideful and stuff. He was prideful and stuff. And she was his wife was prideful. They was pride. I ain't like both of them. I ain't like both of them. I ain't like that little other half group. They got a whole little soul group too. They family down here right now in the bloodlines. But I'm speaking about it from an angel perspective. Get y'all, because y'all soul groups. I like getting y'all on my level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't like that twin flame. I ain't like that little soulmate. I said them little two brought hell. She became Lilith. He became Lucifer. Yeah, they running stuff down here. They got all y'all copying them. They clothing, the way they act and stuff like that. I seen them done from the horse's mouth. It was prideful. They was like, oh yeah, everybody, they created the word appreciation and stuff and made the movie Lion King and Scorpio King and stuff one of our favorite movies of the day of our life. So we grew up loving Lion King, not to know we learning about Lucifer. It's deep. It's deep. I'm telling y'all. It's deep. It's deep in this world. It's deep in this world. You think it's all fun and games. Look at the parts in your life that deal with insecurities and why you ain't a millionaire. And then now you get what I'm talking about. Now you comparing and contrasting. Yeah, it is a yin and yang, but the good days don't outweigh the bad. Why is that? Now you're on a mission. Now you thinking about how I think. Now you looking at the right people now to attack. And now you see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Now in your mind, hopefully you want to be a type of Disney. You know what I'm saying? A type of something. Because that's all now, that's all they did. And who made them better than you? Fuck that ancestor stuff, your spiritual predecessor. Uriel said spiritual predecessor. Ain't none of your spiritual, and I'm one of them. If you want to even use ancestor. And I don't remember telling you that you ain't got that same power. I don't remember telling you just supposed to copy their version of it. I don't remember telling you that, and I don't remember God telling me to come down on this earth and have to work their version of it, so I make my version of it. Why do I want to go work at DC Comics just to make my version of Batman when I can make Pilot Man? I said, why do I want to work at Marvel Comics and just to make my concept of how I think a saga in the Avengers will be when I can create a soul group and subconscious community? I said, that's how God give angels knowledge. You know what I'm saying? God said, even if powers ain't the superhero energy the way humans made people think, the people who did that using a superpower. And one of their superpowers is to make another person believe they created that one. So go tell people what their actual powers actually mean. Their mind. And everybody got their own superpower. Their own way of how they use their mind. And if all powers come together and combine, y'all could be Captain Planets down there and stuff. God put me on real missions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? God put me on real missions. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. It be feeling good too. It feel good. Even when I'm sick, those be my pills. Anytime my hernia start to go into my sternum and mess with my pancreas, like it's swallowing things in my thorax and stuff, I go into that energy and I don't even feel it no more. I get up and goddamn it, I got another live stream that day. Real stuff. God never play around. When God want to show itself, God show it, and you just gotta know how to see it. I'll never count out God. But look, check this out though, right? Whether I'm dolo forever or not, guess who always with me? God. Guess who always gonna make sure I'm in the same situation, no matter if I'm alone or not? God. So shit, I didn't got too many confirmations for me to stop and be discouraged or anything. I don't even know how to think like that. I forgot how to even think like that. Last time I thought like that, I might have been like elementary or something like that. A doubt and guilt or how many confirmations God give me. Shoot, you better believe it. I mean that. But look, check this out, right? When we start talking about 6th house. Now, if you got, so let me finish this. Gotta get prepared for the night and charge these phones. Dude, finish these ratings. Now, if you got Leo in the 6th house, it's time for you to go for a work career, not so much career, but something you could work on that the potential could be in a career. Then it start to perceive as the other Earth house, regardless of what sign you got there, like the 10th and the 2nd house. but working on it to be that way. It has to be the mutable house. Something has to be perfected in your mind that you're working on in the physical world. That'll be the 6th house. Once it got a foundation and you developed a lot of consistency off of it from working on it, you place that energy that you pull from any house into the 2nd house, the Taurus house, regardless of the sign there. The sign is just how you do it. If you got Scorpio there, you may do things the complete opposite and be more manipulating than you're supposed to. So it's good for you to learn your chart, especially if you got a Libra ascendant or overlapping houses that cause Scorpio to be in the 2nd house. But for the most part, when it gets into hold on, why did I ever get into the 8th house? Well, for any energies though, that's just how you do it. The Earth house is part of how you structure things. And then the 10th house is once you at the top building and you're the boss or the bossette of whatever you was working on. 6th house, then it built off and became consistency. 2nd house, and then now you can reap the benefits. It becomes your status, what people know you for, especially if it's a business. 10th house. And then for the most part, that's that little triune sigil Nikola Tesla system that you can use between those earth trine houses as to keep your career uplifted anytime you start to fall off, or take what you have accumulated and start getting lazy, like because you start to be in that energy like it can't get taken away from you type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll never know what you have until it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's say you got it's a lot of messages being held from review. I'm just seeing that now. It's not me doing anything. If your message is being held in review, this is the PBS channel. So I didn't go through a lot of the analytics to let things be allowed. So it's a lot of things that is already set on. So it might be certain words y'all saying, or certain curse words or something, or certain things that you itself don't like that they make your whole, if that word is in it. The word even pray in it. In the YouTube thing, when you go to the little school in the analytics and they be telling you about these things, I just never changed it. So it might be words that you don't even think is harmful, but YouTube think it is, and it might be in y'all sentence, and so they just go ahead and retract the whole sentence. They don't let the whole sentence be shown. But it's not me doing it. And you're not blocked either, because you probably thinking, damn, Uriel got me blocked or whatever like that. Nah, I don't got you blocked. This the PBS channel though. I didn't go through a lot of the settings and change things around. And a lot of the words too, that's probably a good thing. A lot of these videos be in the algorithm where my main page that's demonetized don't be in the algorithm. Some of these videos on here be in the algorithm still, which allowed the view count on this channel for some of the videos to reach the same view count as my main channel. That's demonetized. That's supposed to be in the 15,000s and 20,000s, because that's what it is in the analytics. They just freeze at 1,500, 3,500 and stuff like that. But in my analytics, they have 15,000, 20,000. But I can't get no revenue or nothing like that. It's always held for review. So every time the view count do the refreshing to go up, like everybody else who's open, monetized, partnered up, and in the algorithm, it go through another in review system, because they always waiting for you to delete videos and reapply. I ain't reapplying no more. So every time they go through the update system of people's views, the demonetized channels go back into reevaluation again, review again, which ultimately freezes the numbers. So it go through the same system, like if you're getting fraudulent numbers or something like that, it just go through that system in general even when you demonetize. The review system in itself, no matter what kind of views you get. You know what I'm saying? But yay. So if you got Leo in the 6th house, right, you need to start going for something that you're working on, health routine, scheduling, stuff like that. Start loving that. Start loving the process of something, not always the outcome. Leo in the 7th house, start going for a love matter. Start going for a relationship, a networking. Start communicating. You might not relate yourself enough and communicate yourself enough. So your way of relating may not be an open energy to allow your networking to flourish, to allow your relationships with your siblings to flourish, to allow any relationship to be in a, fair and balanced position. Let's say you got Leo in the 8th house. Now this is the Scorpio King house with Leo here. It play out the Scorpio King movie. So the Scorpio King movie is specifically for people who got Leo in the 8th house. Now, so that whole movie is about you and what you need to learn. And with this transit right here, you need to go for a deep desire, and you need to start loving the fact that you could transform a desire and take more power control over things. Because some of these desires that y'all do, it might not have anything to do with what you're trying to do in your life that manifests, but I guarantee if it's a desire that you got in your mind that you know deep down you shouldn't do it all the time, you shouldn't give all your energy to that person, place, or thing, or that habit all the time, and things of that nature, right? Just because it don't got nothing to do with your goal, I guarantee if you start working on that desire and don't do it as much, I guarantee whatever you're actually doing that don't have anything to do with that will start opening up. That's the actual concept of shadow priest and gatekeeper. It really don't have anything to do with a person. It has something to do with you dealing with your energy. So it's like tools in your backpack, your energy. And if you got the right tools you need and you get rid of the tools you don't need, like trauma and stuff like that, right? Then you create the vibe and you be on the same time as another spirit that's probably at that same door that's a gatekeeper. You be on the same time as they be on. So the day that y'all create an event to see each other, you walk up to the door to see that opportunity be open, but you meet the gatekeeper, and then the gatekeeper be in a certain space. AKA in the gas and liquid esoteric world, y'all in the same city, but y'all was on the same street, but it didn't manifest in the solid world yet. Like if you around somebody in the solid world, or you ain't around somebody, but y'all didn't create the event for what's on y'all mind, the elephant in the room to be expressed, or the book bag to be observed. So when you clean your book bag, everything you did on your own time was on a certain time for you to be on a certain time frame and pattern that you cleaned your book bag. And that whole time you cleaned your book bag and decided to go to the gatekeeper is a certain time of decisions. That's different than someone else's time who thought about something else, had this book bag, made a decision, and got up and did something. Y'all did it at totally different seconds, minutes, and days. See what I'm saying? This is a real thing. Even if y'all going to meet the same gatekeeper. Y'all on different times, and the gatekeeper is on a different time. That person who was frustrated when they went to the gatekeeper that you get ready to go to, the gatekeeper probably had a frustrating day that day, and that person got a whole bunch of stuff in their backpack. The event that they both created that could be the same event in the same location in the solid world that you get ready to go to had a different outcome though, right? Because in the liquid and gas world, both of them was in two different worlds, or it could always play in vice versa. They was in the same world in the liquid and gas, and it took them time to manifest together in the solid world. But the street that they was on in the gas and liquid was a frustrating street. No movies was playing that nobody wanted to see that time in Babylon. So they both was frustrated. They both was in traffic or something like that. So for the most part, you got weed finger. So for the most part, right? When they created that event, they was on the same time negatively. See what I'm saying? So it could be vice versa. You could be next to somebody or separate from somebody in the solid world and be in the same place as them or in different place as them in the gas and liquid metaphysics spiritual world, 4th and 6th dimension mental world. Thoughts and feelings, your spaceship that you inside of, you jumped inside of from the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension, the nothing world. And therefore, it'll play out in that way. So when you know you're frustrated just like another person, and y'all get together in the solid world, y'all both on the same street. When you know y'all both in a positive space, y'all on the same street. When y'all know you in one space and another person in another space, y'all on different streets up there. When y'all met in the solid world on the same street down here. You see what I'm saying? That you have to look at it from every angle. All three sides of angles. This makes you a Metatron star. Good spiritual knowledge. So let me move along. Okay, so that's Leo in the 8th house. You need to make sure you go for a transformation and take more power and control over a desire. And you'll start to see what you actually motivated to do in your life with the Martian and Pluto energy is actually directed in the right area and things of that nature. And then it starts to manifest because you got no longer the stuff in your book pad in there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Iron Body Sensei. We tapped in. If you watch me, we tapped in. Take whatever I'm saying as you talking to yourself, and take whatever you learning as, oh, he only reminded me what I already know. And now we're truly connected. But in the solid world, we on par. Yeah, yeah, I'm tapped in. You know what I'm saying? The solid world, yeah, and you tapped in to even be aware of me. And we all on our level. Now, when we get into the ninth house, Leo in the ninth house, start traveling, start doing that, or travel mentally, even if you still in your kind of third house energy opposite. So you ain't really got no reason to travel. You doing things in your geographical location. You still probably small minded though, on that same small street in Babylon. Travel, be more broad minded, be more broad to different moral systems and spiritualities and concepts and ways of seeing things and things to learn to be educated on. Start loving and appreciating that. You might not love and appreciate it because ninth house energy, especially with Leo here, you grew up around a lot of narcissistic individuals, especially family members that forced you to believe what they believe, especially grandma. Anytime a person got Leo in the ninth house, you grew up because the houses ain't always you. It's just what you experiencing, and it develops sometimes your characteristics because it been what you had to develop as a trait to survive. Because even people who ain't that sign play out those characteristics anytime the element and the events play out as that energy and that zodiac sign they are. So you can have an Aquarius, the complete opposite sign as a grandmother. But every time ninth house events happen in your life, they be the ones who play that thing out. So anytime you got Leo in your ninth house, it don't even matter if your grandmother was an Aquarius, Aries, Taurus, or whatever like that. Anytime some ninth house event came up, they made sure they was the attention. They made sure everything was about them, and you making them feel bad because you ain't going to church when they want you to go to church and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all about them. You make it, the world get ready to end for them because you ain't going to go get that college degree that they trying to make you. You know what I'm saying? That, yeah, you get real narcs who try to make you believe their education or all the way to just the religious system and stuff like that. When you got Leo in the ninth house, don't have no grandmother that's religion, and you got Leo in the ninth house. You ain't on your own stage to have your own belief. You on grandma stage. You on drunk ass auntie stage. No matter the sign. As soon as your ninth house energies get flared, and don't even let them be a Leo. They might not even allow no other zodiac sign to even play out that energy in your life. They'll be always in your ear like, I'm the only person you listen to when it comes to this religion or this education or this college or this traveling or this, that. Woo! It get deep when you got Leo in the ninth house. Real. Y'all hold your horses for all my Leos in the ninth house out there. Real stuff. What's that, Sag ascendant? Yeah, y'all hold your horses. Y'all got to deal with that because y'all Sag ascendants. So y'all personality, y'all first house, y'all already going to grow up personally into spirituality. This is part of y'all personal experiences. How y'all develop y'all personal insecurities, y'all personal affairs. That's the personal people, places, and things in your life. Would you rather share your personal space with? Gotta be Sagittarian-like, spiritual, or just being free, not being smothered in no cage, even when it just comes to relationships and stuff, or jobs. You can have a job being a Sagittarius ascendant, and it ain't real sun and moon. But if it ain't a job you're personally interested in, it can make good money and things of that nature. Other people will kill for that job and stuff and be jealous of you. If it make you feel smothered, you'll feel personally uninterested and you'll personally quit. And it would take the other sun and moon sign to kick in for people to be like, you stupid, and for you to realize it. But you felt personally smothered, and it's some things that just the Sag ascendant won't allow, and the first thing you'll do is personally blame it on God or something like that. Yeah, God ain't want me to have that job. I don't care, y'all. Y'all don't like I quit. Y'all like, you know what I'm saying? Real stuff. So be careful that you don't become needing a straight jacket like a Pisces, because y'all Jupiterian. You know what I'm saying? And then your whole life go past, and now you some goddammit corner guitarist or some corner pianist or some corner rapper or some corner goddamn violinist. So every bus station in the middle of New York and stuff like that, somebody could count on you there. Hopefully enough people walk past you and you good enough that you on enough YouTube videos vicariously that goddamn it, you blow up that way later on in life. And that's God opening the window or just a little bit like you had a little help. You had a little hope there. You had a little hope. I like that hope you had. I like that hope you had. That God opened the window a little bit. You better take it. You better jump through it. You better jump through it. Trust me, I'm Archangel Uriel. I'm jumping through all windows. I know how I feel for it to be closed and be stuck there for eons. It's hot. Trust me, it's Harold's Kitchen hot. I don't want to cook no more. I didn't master cooking. I don't want to cook. I want to know how to not know how to cook no more. And someone else to cook for me. I want to play stupid now. I want to play dumb now, God. I don't want to be like you no more. I want to play stupid now. Real stuff. Yeah, I know I ain't that powerful, God. Hell yeah, I start playing dumb real quick. God like Debo. Yeah, when God leave, I start talking again. When God here, I shut up. What's up? I don't get lost in the thought and feeling, care too much about it. No, I let it go right through me. I let God use me for whatever God used me for. Not God used me as a bitch. I had to give it to him one time, YouTube. And that's the only time, that's the only thing, that's the only person that can use me like that. Because I learned from the best. So I use everything in this world, the whole universe like one. God damn it. Now look, when we start talking about having this direct Venus and Leo in the 10th house. Right now, it's time for you to go for your career, your business. Yeah, and I know y'all be like, well, this got always hitting something. I'm Aries, goddammit. That's how we make the esoteric version of a period, of a point. The sentence is over, the paragraph over. We did all the punctuations and question marks and quotas and commas and I said that, goddammit, period. Next sentence. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You know what I'm saying? It's that Aries stuff right there. Mars, Scorpio's got a little bit of that too. Shout out to the Aquarius TV. Now look. Now, when it comes into 10th house, right? Go for that status, that career, that business. Time for you to go for that. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to stop thinking that other people are going to look at this career or what you're going to be known for in a certain weird way, all the way down to your mama, to the point that you think if you express it, it may block the ability for that even happening, and you playing safe will keep the door open for you to do things their way and still be able to look safe and stuff and make it. No, you ain't going to make it that way, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to not care about that. And you need to make that decision right now. That's the decision you need to make, because when it goes direct out of this week of being stationary, if you ain't make the decision, the universe is going to make a decision for you. And you ain't going to like how things be done. Now, especially with the 10th house energy. If you got Leo and in its opposite position, 11th house, you're going to need the 5th house for balancing it out. Start to express yourself a lot more. Don't let your associations and the way they express themselves make you feel like you got to belittle yourself around them because you done made up something in your mind, like whatever that they do, they got themselves together better than you. No, just because whatever you done size yourself up with statistics and they may have produced more of the material more than you, that don't mean that it's the end all and be all and you need to be docile around them. No, your good creative gifts and talents can put you in the same position. You just ain't put enough energy work in that area left. So it's really ultimately your fault. Use a little bit of that 5th house and put it in the 11th house. Joining the two energies make you be the witch and wizard to create alchemy to make things run through a lot more smoothly because you're dealing with opposite positions right now. So you is a little bit more influenced than anyone else or affected by these transits than anyone else right now because you have Leo in the 11th house. And Aquarius is in your 5th house. Even if you got overlapping houses, Aquarius would have been there. Leo would have been here. So you ain't special. You just got extra fart clouds to deal with through other alignments that's going through the same thing that somebody else will go through with Leo here. So you ain't special. Unless you got Ed next to it. But, like I said, once you put that into play, right? Time for you to go for the right associations that match the energy of what kind of stage that you're trying to create so you can fully not feel weird or feel like your pride is getting hurt. My bad. You're not being appreciated when it comes to you expressing your creative gifts, your talents, and the way that your character want to be and to be youthful. If you ain't around associates or family friends that you're close to that you could be a part of that make you feel comfortable to express that true energy, ultimately you're not going to manifest and persevere anyway, nor is them. And y'all wasting each other time. So go get with associates or be associated with things that match more of your 5th house energy, blend that in, and you'll persevere right now. But you got to make that decision. Don't be allowing one of these associations, even if you're getting it in while they're getting as good, don't allow that to blind you from knowing what you need to do and just calculate yourself in that separation or isolation or ghost space for a minute in order to be unique and be even in a better position than you was previously and be able to help those individuals. Now, 12th house. If you got Leo in the 12th house, you need to be going for a dream, an imagination, learning that it's a delusion so you can go ahead and fully get rid of it. I don't care if it ain't got nothing to do with your goals and your gifts and things of that nature. Getting rid of that delusion will make your goals and that gatekeeper and you meeting up with that gatekeeper, y'all being on the same time of them looking at your backpack and being like, okay, let me open this door so this person can see this room and get everything in this building as far as opportunities speak. Pet leprechaun on a box of Lucky Charms is gold at the end of the rainbow. No pun intended. Other than that, like I said, put yourself into a perspective where you get rid of that So you have the right faiths and beliefs. You make that decision. Make a decision on your creativity you want to express, that you pull from your dreams, and start to have faith and belief in it, and keep that thing going. And therefore, for the most part, the universe is going to show you that you're on the right path right now. And once you make that decision, and don't be indecisive, aka, oh, this is creative, but nah, this is still creative. No, that one is a delusion. Get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be lost. Just because that delusion even made you get a little bit of accumulation right now. No, you know this one is creative, and you know this one is getting ready to set you up to have something in your back pocket. So when the stars align, you're able to get way more than what you're trying to encapsulate and remix in your mind and put faith and belief in. That's still a delusion. No, get purely in that creativity that you pulled out of your dream and imagination. Put full feet in, full cup, motherfucker, 100% in that faith and belief. And therefore, once you fully make that decision, you will start to see that desire or whatever that dream or delusion you got rid of start to play out in your life, that you wanting to meet opportunities that ain't even got nothing to do with that. You will start to see that flourish in your life in a solid world that ain't even got nothing to do with the desire you got rid of. That was a delusion. And now you'll start to see the metaphysics of how the world works, from the gas to the liquid coming into the solid, and all of us being powerful spirits. I see y'all tonight. Love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Let me charge the phones. Real good Venus stationary direct vibes, y'all.